Hi, everyone. My name is Betty Diaz, and I am the head of programs and operations for Paramount Veterans Network. We're so excited to be a title sponsor this year, and I'm excited to introduce you to a very special guest. So, thank
Mm.
you so much, LL Cool J, for joining us today for the Veterans and Entertainment Summit. We're so excited to have you here. Now, as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop, we have to acknowledge all of your contributions with songs like I Need Love, Mama Said Knock You Out, and my personal favorite, Around the Way Girl.
Huh.
What would you say are you most proud of in your contributions to hip hop?
Well, it's interesting. Obviously, the initial part of my career, being one of the founding slash flagship artists on Def Jam is great. But I think the thing that I'm most proud of is what we've been able to accomplish with this 50 years of hip hop and kind of re reigniting, you know, the careers of so many artists that, many people who started when I started, some who even started a little while before me. And like what we've been able to accomplish with this is amazing. I think, when we started Rock the Bells, and I was telling people about timeless and classic hip hop and the fact that it deserved to be treated with the same level of respect that a lot of our rock and roll contemporaries and other genre contemporaries from other genres would treat it. People were kind of looking at me like they didn't really completely understand it. And now here we are, and all of these artists now, their careers have been reinvigorated. It's like we've changed the algorithm, we've changed the perception
Sure did.
around timeless hip hop. And for me, that's the thing that I'm the proudest of, because I know that we really, really spearheaded this movement, and we really are the leaders in this movement, and it really worked like I thought it would. So I'm very thankful for that. So that would be the thing that I take a lot of pride in. You know what I'm saying? Feels good.
Awesome. So you appear in the NCIS universe, which is a military themed show.
Yes.
What is it like working on such an important show that showcases veterans and first responders?
Well, I mean, look, the character I play, he puts his life on the line every single day, like many of our veterans do, right? And you just gain a lot of respect for people in the courage and the courageousness that these people show day in and day out. My grandfather was in the army, my father was in the Navy. And so, like, for me, being a part of this universe has been amazing because I learned so much about the world. I learned so much about human nature, you know what I'm saying? And but that courageousness and that fearlessness and that willingness to sacrifice, that's a big deal. And I think a lot of times, you know, you can have your views about why you think things are done, but at the end of the day, those individuals on the ground are putting their hearts and their souls into something to protect the way of life that we have.
Right.
And that is an amazing, opportunity and a really big responsibility for those people. And for me, I just want to bring the character to life in a way and represent in a way that people can feel good about, so that 3, 4, 500 years from now, they can look at this character and say, yo, he really brought this character to life in a way that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's what I feel. NCIS Los Angeles was an amazing experience. We did 14 seasons. Now my character has been transferred. He's doing to NCIS Hawaii, and so I'm excited to see what that holds. And it's amazing, man. It really is. It really is, Betty.
Awesome, awesome. And we love that you play, you're very authentic when you play those characters. So appreciate you. Okay. So what advice can you give to veterans and their families who are looking to get into the entertainment and media industry? I mean, you had a bit of a transition a little bit too from music career to acting. So they're kind of transitioning right from military career to entertainment. So what advice would you like to give them?
Well, what I would say is, it's really, for me, it wasn't really I guess you could call it a transition from one to the other, but it's really an expansion for me, because I still, do my music. I still go on tour. I'm on tour right now. I still go on the road. I still do all those things. So for me, it was an expansion. But if you're looking to get into entertainment, first of all, you got to really be passionate about what it is you're trying to get into. And you got to love what it is you're trying to get into. And you got to eat it, breathe it, and sleep it, sleep with it, and you got to wake up to it, and you got to really be true to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the intention why you get into something has a lot to do with how successful you're going to be as well. It doesn't mean that you don't have to be excellent. It doesn't mean that you don't have to have talent, but having that deep intention, that why are you getting into it? Do you really love what you're doing? All of those little things matter because it's going to require endurance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, the only difference between winning and losing is emotional endurance. Because to get to victory, sometimes it feels like you've been losing forever, and then one day you win. Because the struggle sometimes to win can feel almost like you're losing. You know, so that's what it's going to take. So I would tell those families, just make sure you really love what it is you're getting into, and then make sure that you learn everything about whatever that is. It's just like in the military, right? If you have a particular place, MOS, or wherever you work, or whatever role and responsibility you have, you want to learn everything you can about that role and responsibility so that you can fulfill that task, the tasks associated with that role, to the best of your ability, right? And capabilities. And the same thing goes with entertainment. Whatever it is you're trying to get into, you got to learn everything about that. You know what I'm saying? And then go hard. The rest will happen for you. But you really got to believe in it and go after it. And then, there are little things, right? Like just having the emotional strength to not fall off a cliff every time something doesn't go exactly how you want it to go. Being able to trust yourself in those moments and know that you're not going to quit on yourself. Those are big. Those are big. That's a big deal. That emotional strength, that inner strength. That's a big part of it that people don't really talk about a lot. You can't be faint of heart, and you can't be thin-skinned if you want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So the same way someone may go through boot camp, and the drill sergeant may, or the drill instructor may go at you real hard. Well, life comes at you the same way. And when you're trying to accomplish things, so you have to be prepared for that and be able to get through that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is just words of wisdom for me too.
Here you go, baby.
All right. So we have some huge fans here of hip hop and you specifically. So can you give a shout out to the organizers and the team that put this together? Special shout out to Torin, Karen, Sally, and Rebecca. We love you. You're from around the way.
All right, Torin, Callie, Rebecca,
Karen.
Karen,
A good
Tori,
Karen.
Rebecca, Betty, all of you. You know what I'm saying? Much love, baby. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you.
My absolute pleasure, Betty. Anytime. Peace.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.